The General Massacre of Gold by Dr. Samuel Johnson. Dr. Samuel Johnson was one of the most famous literary and public figures of his time. He was known for his deep scholarship. He published the English Dictionary, the first of its kind, in 1755. This brought him the Oxford degree that he had failed to get earlier because of his poverty. His reputation as a poet rests mainly on London 1738 and The Vanity of Human Wishes 1749. Johnson's contribution to English prose and literary criticism is enormous. His preface to Shakespeare is a masterpiece of literary criticism. Johnson's sense of tradition, emphasis on reason, good sense, morality, and ethics made him the representative of his age. This poem is an extract from Johnson's book, The Vanity of Human Wishes. In this book, the poet satirizes a man's desire for wealth, greatness, scholarship, military glory, longevity, and beauty. He shows how man, blind to his fate, pursues his desire for those things which are only airy. All his life he runs after petty things and suffers when he cannot get them. In this extract, Johnson shows how inordinate love and pursuit of wealth cause unlimited misery and destruction. The greed of gold is like a disease which ruins man. History shows that man has committed many crimes for the sake of money. A poor man sleeps peacefully, but the rich man lives in constant fear of losing his wealth. Let's begin summary. In this poem, the poet says that excessive love for wealth causes misery and ruin. The poet describes his wealth as a wide-wasting pest. It is like a devastating disease that raids uncontrolled through the human world, destroying people. According to the poet, gold or wealth increases crime in the world. History is full of instances where crimes were continued for the sake of wealth, for the sake of money. They hired killers, killed others for the sake of money. The judges distort the laws. But the poet thinks that gold cannot buy safety. Even if a person has heaps of wealth, he cannot purchase safety and truth. On the other hand, his danger increases as his money increases. And according to the poet, the poor man is safer and happier than his lord when kings fight or there is civil war. Laws are enacted to confiscate the wealth of the defeated. History shows that destructive fury of wealth falls on the places of the rich. The wealthy persons are charged as traitors and put into prison. Their property and wealth is confiscated, but the poor man's cottage is untouched. The poor man's sleep is undisturbed, and the poor man travels happily and peacefully. A rich and worried person may feel jealous of the poor and carefree man. He can destroy the calm joy of the poor man by making him wealthy. When the poor man becomes rich, he will constantly be in fear of robbers and thieves. He will be afraid of both the light and the darkness.